Hi, this is Rick Dior here. Just a quick update for you. After I posted that video on the Miller machine, Billy sent me this newly made arm that extends. So you see that there, which is brilliant. And if you remember, if you watched that video that I did on the Miller machines, that one of my issues was I couldn't get my really large triangles on there. Well, now that is solved. So you can do that, put the extension on, and that'll hold probably the largest triangle ever made, which is fantastic. I've already used this, and I'll show you a little clip in a minute from the pit in Wicked, which I just finished a 5-week run of. So it's really great. And it's threaded, so you can take it off, put it on. So I highly recommend that. And this is compared to the normal arm that comes with the Miller machines, which sometimes I use by themselves. He also sent me some beaters, which are fantastic. Wow. I didn't even know he was making these, and, separate from what the Miller machine has on it. This is for the finger symbols. Also, you can use it for a very large triangle, which I've already done. And these are like the Stessel beaters, but actually they're milled on the metal lathe, so you don't need that handle anymore. It gets thicker, which is great. So I think I might just take some rubber tubing, maybe, and put it on here because I like a real thick grip. It's more secure for me personally. But this is great. So you're no longer dealing with that just totally thin beater all the way down. It thickens, which is great. And these sound fantastic. And you see it doesn't have the plastic insert. It's just super solid. Really strong. I use these on Wicked as well, on the big triangle spots, and also for the Zill. They sound great on, a really heavy finger cymbal. So he sent me several sizes. These are just a few. I highly recommend these as well. So he's really doing great things. I'm going to show you in a minute here. I have a run of Sound of Music coming up, and in a few weeks, and I've just set it up and started the practice. It's a pretty simple show compared to Wicked, but there is some triangle, and you have to use the machine. So I have that tilted machine now I talked about. So let's go take a look at that. So here you see that machine that I talked about on the video that I didn't have at the time, but I got one that tilts. So you can get the beater on an angle. And also this part will slide down as well, like that, see? Which is great. Normally you want to play on the bottom of the triangle at an angle to get the best overtones. And you see how it tilts there. Very smart. So this is the setup, by the way, for Sound of Music. Very simple. 2 timpani, Glock, very small drum set, a couple wood blocks, walk in the park compared to what I just went through. So I'll play this for you. This is one of his newer beaters. It's an old hammered Grover triangle. You see the way that hits on an angle. Again, highly recommended. And this is just the regular arm because this is only a 6-inch small triangle here. All right, and I'll show you that Wicked stuff right now from the pit, where you can see how I used the extended arm to mount 2 triangles, one on top of the other. Thanks. So here's a good example of how I used the extended arm for the triangle in the Wicked pit here. I have one small triangle on top of a larger one, an old Abel. And I'm using this pole. I'm not using the actual machine part of it, but I'm just using these basically poles to extend the triangle. Super useful. And then I have another one. If you can see it, it's kind of dark down here, but here, that goes up pretty high with this mess. You got the wand there, then a bell tree, and then a triangle.